Good night, everybody. Welcome back. You call it season two? I don't know. Somebody
Season
tell
two.
me. We could call it season two of the FGC podcast. Really and truly, I'm not sure who we have here tonight. All I know is we have Gruff. We have Milo. We have Mark.
Yeah, hello.
And
Sorry.
we have Keegan.
Yeah, Keegan here.
Hello.
And Ryan Orich.
Hmm.
Why had to be last, boy?
No, you know last. Cool. Ryan last today.
What that's all. And we also have Ryan double R.
Yeah, what you seeing?
Weird.
Let's see, fellas.
Kind of out
So,
of control.
how the New Year's for everybody?
So far, so good.
Yeah,
Not so good.
everything looking good so far. No problems.
Alright. Well, today, there are a few things to talk about. But I think we should start with game one. I know everybody on the podcast was not game one, but let's talk about game one a little bit here. So, Gruff,
Yes, sir.
what was your impression of your tournament, boy?
Um, my impression. It was good. It could have been much more better, but I like the turnout. The turnout was decent, and everybody come out real strong to play. So it was really nice to see a lot of faces and new faces too.
What would you say the high points and the low points?
I will more say low points when it had a little mistake in the brackets, in the Street Fighter bracket later on. That's the only lowest thing I had, but everything else was on key.
Alright. So, I want to talk about one incident, one time.
Right,
Get
go ahead.
into the
One time.
excitement. Keegan, you
Uh-huh.
want to see the fight between Patrick and Amero?
If I what? Between Patrick and Emiro?
So the match between
No, I didn't see
Amero
it. No,
and
I
Patrick.
didn't see it. No, I didn't see
Well,
it.
we have that, right? Amero, a guy from Tobago, come all the way from Tobago.
Mm.
So, I assume he would have done well, but I think he went 2-0. So he plays well online, and he lost to Patrick. I
Big
went
up
Patrick
Patrick.
with. Big up to Patrick. I went
Big up to
Patrick with. Patrick will run straight across the Street Fighter scene, disrupting our game.
Yeah, boy. But I never hear a man cry for and apologize like that, boy. But he could
Was
have.
in his moments.
He was a little high. He was a little too high. But that's
That's nonsense.
yeah,
Matthew
that's
Empire is
crap.
going.
I don't
Matthew
know.
Empire is gonna smuggle him, you know.
It's nonsense.
I agree with Double R. It's nonsense because I mean you're supposed to know. You're supposed to know it's a competition. Not only that Mortal Kombat alone going on, it's a Street Fighter going on now. Where the Street Fighter was Mortal was real close, and he should have know that hey, a game going on. I had to stop. You understand? But he just run straight across. He didn't care after until the celebration was over. You understand?
Yeah,
And that was kind of difficult. And I think Pi was one up, but the way how things go, I kind of had to restart the whole match now, and then it went the other direction, and Pi ended up getting knocked out. So that was real.
So that was
My people make mistakes at this part of the moment anybody cannot do anything. At least he apologized. At least he just didn't run off.
Yeah.
Milo.
What's that? The man apologized.
I think that's
No, he had to apologize,
Yeah.
Mark. You can't really say nah, Milo.
Yeah, he apologized. He apologized to Kraken. He apologized to Pi himself, and then fellas like they tell him next time And then he come to me afterwards, and he was like, "Gruff boy, a real sorry man, feel real bad afterwards." But I tell him I said, "Don't
Yeah.
And that's
I
like
personally think for Patrick to join any tournament now, he have to come with a written apology.
yeah.
God, boy.
I go pay that punishment on you, man.
A full written apology with a signal to everything.
Well,
I will add a.
I
I will close. I will not run in front television.
would like to hear Ryan view on that. Ryan, what do you think about that?
Sorry, let's repeat the question.
Well, not the question. It's like saying he was saying that next tournament Patrick come in, he had to bring a written statement now, as written apology,
No. But now
Nah.
making sense.
Yeah,
Even
nah.
that one was just
I guess you're talking,
yeah.
you know.
If it is that men gonna be going a while and thing, yeah, that's some kind of penalty during the tournament. The man, you know, they say the man apologize. I know he ain't do it for spite, but at the same time, it's real
I think
nonsense.
it's just fight, you know. I don't feel it like street fighter.
Yeah, he ain't do it for spite. He just get excited, but you know, men had a bat in the crease and calm down.
One thing all they
And
could do is
one of
bomb
the FGC, that's what I'm saying, yeah? One of the FGC admins just pin it to the top now for pin the podcast to the top of the page, you know, for a little while.
Yeah,
I
Alright, that's what
find
I'm
Oh,
saying.
bookie, okay.
I
yeah.
find when every time you have a tournament, or you should put a big picture of Patrick every time. I'm all the hypest man ever on the screen.
Nah. Wait,
Just on the wall. Just like nice punishment. Like, yeah, you all right.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, just put a big
Ready.
picture on the wall. Hypest man
Alright,
ever.
that's right. So what else happened there, boy? What else happened? Let me continue the mortal scene. So, another I didn't do so well. You normally come at least top 5. I probably come bottom 8 this time.
Mm.
Uh,
bottom
and so,
eight.
Bottom eight.
yeah, no,
Yeah, the flickers bottom eight.
no. Oh, hey. Oh,
That's 1 second, fellas. Grubson, I invite Macho there.
Machu, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
wow.
Bottom eight.
Right.
You want to-
Your body in my here too, boy.
No, God, sorry.
I didn't do so well. I have some reasons why that happened there, but I wouldn't bother to say it. It is what it is, I lost.
You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, I learned from, well, my mistake was picking cyber subs. And not practicing that. It was, I tried something. I'll be honest. And I will tell you this, bro. The reason I do that is because it wasn't it was a pot price motor.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I picked it.
Okay, I understand.
So I said I could take a risk there and have some fun.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Yes, Matthew. Welcome, sir.
Kakarot
Pasta, boy.
anyway.
Alright, so
Right.
What?
Matthew something well muffled.
Yeah, he used in his cell phone, so yeah.
Get your headset cracking right there.
No.
Are they not hear me properly?
Yeah,
never.
yeah, no better now. Yeah, a little better. Yeah.
You sound like you're talking in chat.
Sorry. So let's excuse me a second.
Right now, Marcus getting on the console next to the PC. Can I imagine? So I just call on the phone and
Alright, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anybody know?
alright. Cool. So what's tonight?
Well,
Right now we just talking about game on 5 and we talking about what really happened there, and right now we talking about Mortal Kombat.
Alright, cool.
And how the guy
No,
run
no.
across in front of you with pie plane and stuff now.
Oh, yeah, before
Lord.
that, boy.
But that was a mad scene by itself. Yes, but at the end of the day, the guy apologized to and for the moment he lost his head now. So I mean,
Yeah.
things else happen. It's nothing like he do it intentionally now. So
All right.
I
Well,
guess no harm lost. I mean,
Curious though.
no loss.
It nearly had a real fight in game one.
hello, is that what, Mark? Ryan?
They had a real fight in game one.
Nah.
No,
No.
I just
I want
asked.
to see what happened if that had happened in Evo.
He would not get disqualified. obviously.
Yeah, that would be a should whatever game he in or whatever he is, he should disqualify.
Qualified.
100%.
Yeah, it's no quite bad. But and then again too is the way how they do it is have nobody to run across the screen because remember them fellas doing things on stage. So
Yeah,
But this are separate. This are separate.
People just run up on stage.
yeah.
Remember the guy that challenged us once?
Yeah, but now any match and them done.
True.
Anyway, let me lose focus here. Well, Mortal Kombat. That went well until finally get his his first place win after some time.
Revenge.
He proud of himself, so we got to answer for that. I hear you man. Just the fight, but he really put Furman in the place.
Panda, you lost the answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was listening to something the other day, Panda, and somebody was saying that if once as long as you're beating Panda in any game, everything should be okay now. I don't know. I don't know where's the cause of that.
I'm not sure what that means.
You know, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it mean either. So I heard it. So I was like, I need to find
Who
out.
you hear from? What kind of information is that?
I was there. I could explain it for you.
I
Man.
see.
All right, go ahead, Mr.
We went that was like long time. We went out to do an interview with the SIS crew, and they were just talking. They was talking about the game and what the thoughts was and things. So they was just saying that Panda was free, and if you wanted to join the team, you would just everybody you had to beat Panda, and once you beat Panda, you could be on the team now. So that was with our conversation. So Marcus was there, Matthew was there in the interview, so he could elaborate a little more.
Well,
All they just forget when talk things record on YouTube. This man, tell the man, you had to represent your team now. So let me hear the man here in person. Like could tell him that he's free.
well, the point, where that came about was right. Let me explain it properly. The crew back then was me, Marcus, Fawi, Tough, and
Stop right there. Fawi not beating me. Take Fawi off that team. I will take Fawi off with you. One time. Fawi not beating me.
Fuck, you not beating any Street Fighter, you're saying?
Fawi not beating me in Street Fighter. Maybe guilty, yeah.
I
Oh,
sound
we
like
will
a
beat you with us. Trust me.
I sound like a challenge already.
That is our challenge.
All right, well, Fawi, if you're out there on your head, after this, we're going to have a first five.
Fawi was say he left. I don't know if you. I'll see my contact and take it over. I love to survive with him.
All
To
right.
see if I can represent and redeem myself now because I wrong that time was they consider okay now. He was lowest of the gods now himself. So I know if that change. We will see. I
That
go down
change,
there.
bro. That tailor's change. I tell you.
Season 2 change, eh? I'm gonna get Marcus. Marcus!
The devil
Come
said
one
Panda
minute now.
playing Guilty Gear.
Come fast,
This
come
man
fast.
lies.
I said Marcus the lucky Roman in the system. That Roman's in the system trouble. Come fast, boy. What do you talk to you? Hold on.
Yeah, sorry. I come back again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You went?
Nah,
Oh, that there or something.
nah.
Hello?
But what if I was there? I would not be here with the first.
Wait.
Matthew, go down there with Marcus. You shut up.
You game it?
I can't hear you. Hold on.
Marcus here? All right, look Marcus here, man.
Yeah, Marcus.
White dog way.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh,
Just
boy.
talking about how Panda free and to be on the SIS team, you just had to beat Panda, you had to be able to beat Panda, so he elaborated on that.
I don't understand. I don't understand that.
Oh, you forget?
Panda's the gatekeeper.
You keep up for who?
They say,
Yes, yes.
Matthew,
Let
Marcus,
me refresh
Ah.
your mind.
look, you gotta
Marcus,
reface yourself.
Remember last time when I came down south after the Boki sweat and we was having the team battles and we went by 4 play and I do an
Right.
interview with all, yeah?
Right, yeah, right.
You're telling me how your name of your team is SIS, Street Fighter, shit,
Right,
blah, blah,
right.
blah.
What?
And then they started talking about Panda and they say the man free and if you want to join SIS, it's just to beat Panda and you could come in.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah. So the way to elaborate on that a little bit now.
Oh, I. Ladies, you know.
Yeah.
Panda is a good one, man. You just need to play. You play regular feel like
Hey, Marcus, don't afraid to beat me over towards you, I could take a little jam.
Nah, it's small thing, man. Let's come in the hole, man. Come in the hole and thing. You just sort it out.
Well, send my invite, I coming through once I know, can I come in?
So last time we called you, boy, you was telling you to come.
Oh,
We reached there, we could talk. I think we talking about that too.
alright, yeah, you come back to all of that. So, well, water was good. Colin not here, so we can't talk about second, but Colin,
Yeah.
that's really how it does go.
Call first, Shinobi second, and Shavana third.
Ah, okay.
Alright.
And who come to the mortal way?
Mortal third was Lightning.
Ah, okay.
Lightning come third, Furman second, and Ansara first.
Okay. So we talk about Street Fighter, I guess. Was the last bit?
Yeah. Well,
So,
I seen a lot of people complaining about the season 2.
no. We can talk about that after.
All
We
right,
talk
afterwards.
game
All
on
right.
Street Fighter.
All right, game on Street Fighter. All right, where you want to start
I
from?
was personally surprised. Then I really understand why I come to it. Because personally, I didn't have time. I didn't practice much at all. I didn't have a PS4 for a while. I was surprised that I come to it. But after I realized I probably get I don't know, there's a bracket I get. And yeah, the bracket I get because the people I fought didn't like how I beat Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
Shepard didn't know the matchup as good as I knew the matchup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said so.
I'll say that right. He might be a better player than me, but he don't know the matchup. So tactics I learned from way back when, he fell for it, and that's basically why I beat him. Other than that, I think I played well. I didn't jump too much. Couldn't know how I like to jump. My foot stuck to the ground a little bit for that day. And
You
kind
sure
of
about
do
that?
well.
Matches I see.
I still jump plenty.
Yeah.
Alright. I guess a little well-timed jump okay once in a while.
But Game of the was good. It's just point in time was a little crazy for me, so making adjustments I think was a problem for me. So maybe later on, when there are tournaments coming on this year, we thought should be able to do better because we're doing more offline sets and trying to bring everybody together now. Concerning gaming offline, creating more offline scene and more online. I am offline and online.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically the direction we're heading at right now.
Yeah, I really like how all the running the offline sets and anyway.
Yeah, you have it that but every day somebody just be in this whole here, so everybody trying to level up and south now. And that's the main point. It's to get accustomed with the offline because tournaments is offline, you understand?
Yeah.
So all this for the FGC so bad, none of it comes up 3 boy.
Well, basically the whole thing started too long before Game on V, and well, how I was done, and I was trying new characters in between too, so I wasn't really too much into this one character thing. I was playing a Cali, but I was more sitting around other characters. I wanted to play Laura, I wanted to play also Urian as well now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the offline adjustment. Huh?
Like in their defense, like they recently started grinding and all. Like ever since game 1 happened, I realized them fellas are grinding a lot, and I started to see a difference in especially like match with gameplay and Calon gameplay. Like ever since they started grinding more now. Like ever since game 1 happened, I started to realize men started grinding more.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's basically what's going on right now. Considering Street Fighter 5 it's out now.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
just now I'm looking to start back the little offline scene again with a new venue, so I'll keep all your posted with that.
Alright.
So when we just
before we move on off of game 152, I just wanted to say, boy, it had some good games there, boy.
Yeah.
Versus Lance? What?
Yeah,
that game. And well, she just mashed up some people too. She mashed up Furman in the end, and she mashed me up in 1 or 2 of the games we played. Like hell bad.
Yeah, because Che does his research, even though he doesn't play much online. I know he does his research and he does his lab work now. So I give pass for Che. Che does his work when he comes to any events or tournaments, or the case may be.
Okay.
I didn't like the final, way.
You didn't like the finals?
No.
Explain.
It was
Explain.
too one-sided.
Well, apart from the ones, that's how Pullman was very sweeping, way.
Yeah, but oh God, well, Jelani was
the commentary was on point that day.
He was real what?
He's just
Sweeping.
sweeping plenty now,
Yeah,
unnecessary now.
yeah.
Fine.
Foreman he still had a Street
Yeah,
Fighter 4 habit.
yeah, but
It's hard.
I, I,
That's
I didn't like that about the finals. I was expecting a little more now.
Well, you see the way Firman does play sometimes is really showing the way he does get on like a.
Oh God.
Oh God, Panda, don't bring that here now.
Yeah,
Oh
no.
God, man.
Yeah, not no, not no, man.
God, my Panda, bro.
Hey, you see what, right? I will say it. He does do it. If it's not bitching, I wouldn't tell him nothing. And I think that real fair.
I
Anyway,
think, well, yeah, go ahead.
no, yeah, what do you think?
Nah, I was going to say that just women just don't really care anymore. Whatever happened, happened. Yeah.
I disagree, but okay.
I think
Man,
Let
the
me move on.
I think the reason why Foreman lost a match so bad is it's not only Che recognizes tendencies, but Alex Crouch made him punches blow up sweeps. So like, and it had to with punish too.
Yeah,
So
we
like,
had to make adjustments to that, man.
yeah,
I was expecting a little more for the final now, you know.
yeah, and
Nah,
you
it's
don't
like
play
what
Alex. You don't play Alex at all.
yeah,
So.
but it's 6 matches he had, Milo. That's no excuse.
Mark,
Well, you have to understand that women don't practice well.
Yeah.
Mark, when I fighted Sonic, I didn't care what 3-0.
That's your fault too. Like, adapt.
Yeah, because I don't have the matchup experience.
Hmm.
And who are that Vuvuzela there, boy?
A song like Matthew.
Nah, that's not my issue.
I didn't hear what you say.
Nah, you're not like a man of a kind of Vuvuzela on the side there, boy. And
Yeah.
you're voom, voom,
It's like
voom.
a knocking the mic or something. Nice small
No,
thing.
that-
It stop.
Man, I will go to
Alright.
No, that's not me.
Still here.
Next topic.
Right.
Alright,
Next
oh,
topic.
they
So,
want to
let's go with the topics. Well, you have to talk about the topic. The line between hype
Yeah.
and disrespect. This more or less stems from an incident with me and Ansar.
The ass is
Mark your phone. Is
Okay.
Mark it coming from by you?
me?
Yeah, I hear
Oh,
like your phone
Nah,
vibrating or something.
I don't have a phone.
Oh,
I use
okay.
my PC.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
It's Matthew.
Is that's happen Matcher, when you have like you get messages on something, is go to Skype.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so the incident between me and Ansar.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, play by play is playing Mortal Kombat, losers finals, winners finals.
Mm-hmm.
Was on my side was a very tough game. I find Takeda's a tough matchup for Jackie,
Mm.
and I beat him pretty decisively 3-0, but it was close. The games were hard, and I have the tendency when I get to that chip killed in a certain setup, I don't just look away. It's part of it's just come second nature. It's always, even when I'm home, playing by myself. So, so in all the hype,
Mm.
I do it to him there, and I just walk off, and I come back to shake his hand. He say I disrespect.
Yeah. What? But Panda, I was there, and
You never do that before.
I never
No,
see. I never see you do that before.
You
Never.
never see you do that.
You can ask him, man. I always look away. I always look away.
Tournament?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember Panda doing that when he did fight Atun in Injustice.
Oh yeah.
And he
Yeah.
beat
Oh
him.
right. I remember
Beat him,
that.
I think it's 6 straight he beat him, and Panda just give like, yeah,
Yeah.
and started flex.
Yeah, but that's not that. That's only like half his story.
What the other half of the story?
Yeah, when you bust your last set of shots and you get up, right?
Yeah.
And it's how you start to celebrate after, like immediately after. Like you went to watch yourself on the screen, kill him, and then started jump for joy.
Hey, Panda boy.
Alright, so opinion. Was that just hype? Was it hype and disrespect? Well, let me hear your opinion.
I think it was hype. Men just had to know that it's just a game. So it had to be total feelings and leaving, man. Stranded dancing. Nah, you don't
So,
do them thing. I think it was hype.
To me, we talk about this already, you know. I don't know
Yeah.
if
On the podcast?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
I think
wasn't
so.
here.
Oh yeah,
And I
yeah,
was
You were
yeah,
saying
yeah.
the same. I was saying the same way you get up and kind of coast on the man get up and
Yeah, Ryan. I remember Ryan views on this. I
yeah.
remember this.
So
Yeah, we talked about this already.
it's the same thing.
what you say, I wasn't here, and I didn't listen to the podcast.
I can't remember when.
Was
I
it
can't remember when
hype
I
or
saw it.
disrespect? That's what we need to know.
But
Is that
yeah,
It
you have
was
to
situation?
both.
understand,
It was both.
you have to understand the person you're playing against. If some people don't like that kind of stuff, I believe you should
Yeah,
not try to.
is
Yeah,
all
there,
about the
yeah,
person who it happening to point of view.
Yeah.
yeah. That sometimes you had a ready situation. Like,
Yeah.
but Panda could have been any spurty moment. Dog. That could have just
No,
been.
yes. How can I be trying to read the situation when I'm in an intense fight, trying to win? It's difficult. I
No,
more or less popped off because it was difficult.
yeah, what I gonna say this. I gonna
I
say
understand you, my partner.
It's Panda being hype and the man thought he is feeling like he get disrespected. All it is.
I know how you're feeling, partner. But don't study it. Don't study it. Don't study
Yeah.
it.
No, I don't study.
Well, like kiss and makeup yet? Well, like kiss and makeup yet?
Yeah, Panda had to lose the game. Different.
Let me go go to that. Let me go to that now.
Oh yeah.
Matthew have a not Matthew, sorry. Marcus have a
Wait,
question.
I'm on cheering the towel there.
Hey,
Marcus have a question in the chat for
Yeah,
you.
that's some reason season 2.
Alright, okay, good. Yeah, we come into that, Marcus. We go deal with that.
what am I gonna say? What you gonna say?
What's your thing about infiltration views on Street Fighter season 2?
Okay, come back to.
And they didn't say the
Oh, so
FGC.
basically,
They didn't
what
say the
was I
FGC
saying?
soft.
I think
FGC
he's
soft.
100% correct.
Nah. He salty because he lost. Like Molly con. Flick
I
all
think
over
he's
it.
100% correct.
He could be how correct he want. He freaking salty.
Capcom don't know what they're doing with the
H
game. They
flies
just don't
she
know.
boy.
Honestly,
They don't know what they're doing.
Slow down, you'll come back to that.
The petition has some valid points, you know.
Yeah,
I said
You have
we'll
a
come
lot
back to
of
that.
good points.
yeah, with real salt on it too. A little freaking hot.
yeah. I think you have valid points, Sprinkle. That's all, dog.
Because the next thing we were talking about was the time we were waiting. That was the Capcom Cup.
And they cater
When you
more
had,
to casual players than like the regular
Uh,
players and the pro players. That don't make
yeah.
sense. Why you catering to casual players more?
Matthew Garland.
Yeah.
Money.
But you
That's
shouldn't
disgusting.
you shouldn't be waiting 6 hours for 2 matches, dog, for a 32-man tournament, dog. That shouldn't be happening, dog.
Madness. Madness. I don't know how the setting was there, but for me, I could just lose my zeal to play.
As it like as I thought, like if let's see that happen in Trinidad, a man wait 6 hours to play 2 matches, obviously we're gonna criticize her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that craziness.
I jumping.
That,
I ain't playing that.
yeah, so, but it's what it is, yes.
Yeah, Panda, where you? Rondell, you gone?
I don't know where yeah.
And like Panda get okay, so Machi, what do you think about the season 2 the
Season.
season
Changes.
2 changes there?
It has some good and it has some bad changes. The DP scene, I mean, yeah, I 50-50 on it. I'm for it and I'm not for it. You know, that kind of way.
Hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
not tampering much with my gameplay because I make adjustments quick concerning
Right.
boost and buff now, but the DPs I see again I say 50-50. Some will like it and some won't like it. People who don't pay shotos would like that because it's easier for men to rush down or better easier way to get in or to not safer now. Like if Ryu has no meter, you need that kind of stuff, you know.
Mhm.
But
You're
for
joking
me,
me in the
I find
eye.
yeah. But for me, it's okay. Season 2 is okay. It's not the best job they did, but it's a step up from season 1. As far as crackers I played and the matches I played so far, man.
My,
So
my complaint, my complaint is why they have a season 2. Why is not a whole game?
but that's the whole since from Street Fighter 4. They're always making changes and patches because the community just cries so much. And even in the beginning, they didn't release a proper developed game. And this whole thing of releasing crackers every month That's the next aspect on its own. Because the developing characters as they go along and the characters not being properly tested then. So they're waiting for the players to test them and then whoever cry the most and make the changes. You understand? That's
Yep, that's
basically what
Ba-
good.
Capcom
ba-
doing.
All I had
Basically,
my point of view on this whole season 2 thing is everybody in the world, nobody making any game, so they had to take what they get all there. And to me, I
I
just think
should.
that yeah, I
Go.
know it should, but I know, but none of they gonna make any game, so none of they could fix anything. They're going to see unless they're gonna work for Capcom, so they had to take that and play with that.
I
I think
think
And
nobody
No,
my
wanna
but
work
thing
for
is,
I think
Capcom.
my thing is, they had to
the point is
instead of
the
crying about the TT thing, or they just adjust and
that's
play the
all.
game. If not, just
I'm
do
not
it.
direction of
but
the
crying,
game.
I
but
just say
The
that the
direction of
whole
the game is we changing the direction, not Capcom, you know.
yeah.
You understand? It's we who doing it to ourselves. You understand what's
the
going on?
consumer demand.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's we who do it
Exactly.
to ourselves.
All they have season 2 end, all they buy any characters, all they say now I'm playing the game. So all they have
Not
to take
me.
that, all they do for playing,
So
all
Smash
why
they
man,
just
smash
going
man,
and
be
sit
quiet,
out.
please.
And
why
now the Smash Man seeing it from an outside perspective, all they play the game and buying the game, all are we grouping offline and getting hype up and playing the game.
who is
So
this
Yeah,
man talking here? This man who play one character and get one set up box?
my
Anyway, exactly my
Oh my
point, man.
god.
Anyway,
Yes,
my
man.
views,
Yes,
my
things I
views
think
on
I
this whole.
things I get enough to all my plenty of
Nah,
my
nah, Ryan, hush your mouth.
award
Anyway,
invincible DB.
Ryan, man.
my views on this entire season two. This I don't think Capcom knows the direction they want to head in. So people cry about a lot of the top tier characters, Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, because they feel they were overpowered or whatever. I understand that, right? But I think what they could have done was like just buff the weaker characters and leave the strong characters strong. I mean, there were some little tweaks that they could have done to the stronger characters that kind of like bring them down at a certain level, but the nerfs were too much
Yeah, that's brutal.
and
that's
ridiculous.
like Kiefer's booty tear.
I'm back. Sorry. I'm back. Can I
So
hear some words on give?
Speak,
Yeah,
speak of the devil.
yeah, Kiefer's booty tear.
so
What
Geef
would
right
I?
now is top
What I
Not,
mean?
not
five.
anymore, nah. Beef up there, boy.
Keep up there now. Don't make
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah, boy.
But
Really?
I wanted to talk about Laura because for the past week, Laura has dominated the entire game.
That
The last,
character,
yeah, go ahead, Galen.
that character. I mean, I understand the mix-up potential and stuff like that, but I think what makes that character real strong is the buff that she could cancel the light shoulder from crouch light kick, crouch light punch.
Yes, yes,
So
that is an
so she could check
extremely
your
good
low
buff.
too.
Yeah.
But I don't think she should be able to get in so free as a grappler, right? Because grapplers normally they should
That
wait to
is
get them,
that is
right?
that is
And that's like a
standard
free get in for her. And then it being -2, being safe, right? So I think something should be done about that. And well, the meaty shoulder on wake up is plus. I think that's bullshit as
Yeah.
well. Something
Plus,
should be done about that. And that's the only two problems I have with that
But
character.
tell me something, guys. If Aunt Laura in season 1 was already good,
She was, she was,
she was slept on.
she was
She slept on.
decent. She was
she
like,
was
She was
solid.
decent.
she was like just there. She was just
She was
like,
solid. She was just solid.
yeah, she was
Yeah,
just there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But guys,
Right.
the
So
men
then
slept on.
why people just didn't just work harder instead of just complaining?
Exactly my point, but
That
it's the
it goes back to Ryan point, man.
same thing.
Ryan can't talk because Rashid there put a ball, right?
But
So he really don't know the struggles that we have to go through in season 2
but
about
Nobody Laura beat
on
me up too.
readjusting and all of this thing.
I
Like
want
even in different
But
matchups, so I
to
have to
me,
readjust how
that
I
the
play
way that the way games
in
going.
different matchups.
I
What's the
wanted
If I
problem?
bring out season 3, all are we gonna buy it and all are we gonna readjust again?
No, I play in it. I could adjust it. It's not a problem for me. But
What's the problem with Rashid now? What you could do now?
she got no problem. We don't have to talk about shit. Everybody's fun. Totally right.
but I
talk
wanted
about your buffs
Rashid
now,
and
Ryan.
Often in the mouth.
Talk about your buffs. That you
On my
crack.
boss, it had the V skill, that thing that's in nail assault, you could cancel to the critical art. So you could punish waters
Fireball.
and thing full screen center screen and thing. It had to be in the corner. because normally that combo could have it in the corner.
Right.
The heavy punch spinning mixers that they raise the hitbox on it. So men can really jump into it as easy.
Okay.
Better for anti-air, yeah.
Better
How
for
about
entire
how
But
about
some of
his
the
his
man.
hit stun game now?
the what?
His pressure game.
No
You get
pressure
better?
game.
Ridiculous. Trust me, it is.
No pressure. It's still there always so.
Ridiculous.
It
Um,
get worse, it get
crouch,
worse.
Yes, it is actually worse right now. Because I
crouch,
see a shooter character, right? So,
crouch medium. I mean crouch face. I could sweep after. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
okay.
yeah.
Well, it go be worse for shooters because shooters can DP now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
stubby normal
Yes,
too.
yes,
So they
yes.
had to watch themselves in the corner and started screaming.
Shotos had a whole lot L though. Like the
Yeah,
I really
that could.
I really believe this game going towards burst damage, and if they can't defend though, yeah, I don't want to loss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this game is about
Yeah,
blocking and rush down. I mean,
But
like
defensive options in this game, you don't have a lot. So I don't understand what Capcom trying to do.
yeah.
They want you to play defense, but you don't have many options. So
No, Rush Down is a very good game, very good thing. It's keep matches hype, it keeps things
yeah.
going.
yeah.
But
But like game
take
mix
for
up.
example, Third Strike. Third Strike was completely rushed down. You don't
Yeah.
see nobody blocking in Third Strike. You
Yeah.
understand?
Parry.
So yeah, he had a parry.
But they still had defensive options like
Yeah, he
parry
still
them
had
or
like a
stuff like
parry
that.
at the end. He did
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
stuff now.
But
But
this game you have absolutely nothing.
I wanna shout out a player Idom, and he playing before Callan, the Laura player online.
Yeah.
He had a 30 something win streak and next level at the last level, and he won next level, and
I
his
remember playing him in season one. He was real good in season one
yeah
too.
he,
He
he
beat
and he
me. He beat me real well. Not it wasn't real bad, but like
it
we
was
played first to five sets now, and he was like 5-3 and that kind of thing. It
like
was real hard. His footsies were really good,
yeah
and that character not really known for footsies and mid range, but he got good spacing and stuff.
so
Yeah,
here that foot is just complementing the mix ups he have now, so he just like
Yeah.
the best of both worlds right now.
mm. So I don't doing very well, but very good. You say
That character ridiculous now. I don't care
a
what you
bit,
say.
mm,
Let me talk about
girlfriend.
White
Zangief now,
Chicks.
Keegan. Let me talk about
It's
Zangief.
for
What do you
Lord
think about
Island.
what do you think
Yeah,
about Zangief
I'm the big man.
changes?
Keegan,
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
pony headset.
Yeah.
They're on you know,
Hold
your character.
The man
Why
says
not?
that you stupid way.
Okay. This is what we want.
Now
Exactly.
they say explain your buffs and things and we get and how it help in your
Look
gameplay
what
and
say.
Oh, well, actually, the only thing that I really pay notice to is Hilariat, to be
Nah,
honest.
Keegan.
I'm a, I get more excited when men knock down, that's all.
Oh god.
that is something to right now, but alright, okay.
He got no time to read changes
Yeah.
and thing.
Huh? But I don't see why they have to do that to the DP, the uppercut from Rio and
Yeah, hush him out now dog. Always get licked to that boy. You're mad or
Remember, I don't know, you know.
no
To
no
me, it
no,
was like,
nah. If you don't know stay quiet, but you're mad or
alright.
let them shoot them and get the pain now. Now they go put it back on when they complain enough, so don't worry. Don't worry about it.
I was always talk about Gif Lute in season one. Thing to me, good Gif was damn good in season one.
Nah, but this
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh,
damn good.
He was
No,
Yeah,
because
lacking,
you
man.
have the
yeah.
mindset.
no,
You need the
exactly. I
mindset.
agree with what you're saying. Top tier is all in how you view your character, you know.
Ryan really defending this talking.
No bad.
He friendly for them
Only,
DPs,
only, the
If them
only
DPs
reason
come
why
back, Ryan go ball.
Nine on ball, it could be the same thing.
He gonna feel so if they touch him again, if they touch Rashi again, he can just feel so.
No, they could change him up, you know. I tell you the fellas, I could keep playing regardless of what happen. Yeah, I go complain like everybody else when I don't like how things looking, but at the same time, I like the game. I go play.
Mm.
That is me.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
but
here.
with that being said, I don't like what they do to Fang. They like a lot of the Fang players dropping him now. Like he was already a struggle character, and they make it like normal slower.
Yeah, well, especially like the back throw, you have nothing after throws.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You
boy.
used to have like a setup after, but that going. So
Yeah.
yeah, it actually
Yeah,
works
well,
for me.
the kill Fang, the kill Fang. Fang dead, Fang dead.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He dead, he's a dead man.
All right, let me talk about Ken now. Ken, well, plenty nerf, right?
All
Let me
right,
talk
guys.
about the buffs.
Let's go to
Right,
half.
they gave him overhead, which actually you could
Very
combo off
broken.
of
Yeah, it's very
on
broken.
crouching opponents
Oh
and
my
kind of
god,
counter it.
Very
that
broken.
combo.
So that
Very
buff was really good. So the high low mix ups of Ken very real right now. Um, what else?
That's it.
Is his
Star medium punch, neutral star medium punch. That was a buff.
is his
They didn't
medium
slow that
uppercut still
down.
good?
Yeah, they actually got one frame faster. Star medium punch,
Oh
and
god, thank
actually
good.
it actually
But
links into heavy kick tatsu. So that's like a
hmm,
good neutral like footsie tool to use to
okay.
whiff punish and stuff.
You know,
So that was pretty good too.
Is
it's
medium
Um,
uppercut?
Yeah.
no, standing medium punch.
Oh, standard medium. What about the medium uppercut? Because that is his best uppercut.
Yeah, you could anti-air with it. Still works for anti-airs.
Alright.
Yeah,
But
but just not invis.
into strike, he could that was the only uppercut that could have punished like grabs and stuff like that.
Oh
So
yeah.
that they nerf that too.
Well, light DPs true invincible. I think. Yeah. From frame
So,
1 to 5, I think. So you could use that to blow up throws
alright.
if you know somebody trying to throw. And yeah, they kind of buff his neutral game, his mid range. So that was good. And his fireballs have less recovery.
That's good.
That wasn't too bad, but it's
That
not
was
too
good.
good either. It's still not too good. His fireballs.
Well, anytime I catch you on fireball, a man jumping in anyway. He take it.
Yeah.
I just jumping in.
But Ryu and Akuma's fireball recovery is a lot less than Ken.
Alright.
Yeah.
Then hurt my boy too much, man. Then hurt him too much.
Yeah, I think he's still strong, but you have
Mm,
to put in a little more work.
ain't too bad.
Yeah.
I wanna talk about my character
All right.
and how I go and drop shade to play our next top tier character.
You gonna drop her?
I using Guile.
Bring guy now?
Mark is
Yeah.
still garbage.
Oh god.
Shut up, Milo. So basically Chun-Li didn't know if instant air legs. Like it negative on block, I think it's like -2. And what's happened to her way? Colin, and you get V trigger from the legs now, and
Yeah.
get V trigger from the
V-trigger.
legs. So that's a buff she get. Um she like I wasn't able to combo like after doing the instant air legs, I wasn't able to combo the crouch live punch. So I don't know if that's a change or something.
Yeah, I think it's 4 frames now.
Yeah,
So
so
fix
I
that
think
up.
yeah, they use a crouch and light kick.
Yeah.
She's still a good
yeah.
character. I don't know how like people I see one of the pro players was bitching about it the other day on event ups. I still think she up there, but not as good as she was in season 1. But she's still viable. But and the next buff they give she is you get piano and the legs now. You can
Like,
Yeah.
the lightning legs now. So people who stick on thing that would be good for them. You'll get better
yep.
frames and thing. But unfortunately that not gonna help me out. So I will choose my top tier dog and stick with that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, Hey, what is nonsense was about ENI's money or something like that? Where's that?
Yeah, when Panda come up, we'll do that. Don't worry.
Where is Panda?
Panda, you here?
Alright, yeah.
Alright, okay. You
What's
could
that
take
about?
over now. You come back like just in time.
Explain that better to me.
But to say,
Yo,
so this was step up a minute then. So what is you want a main guy now? Is Guy want a main?
yeah,
Didn't
Galen.
you
I stick into Galen Ryu.
Guy right? Alright, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
but I will still I'll still have Chun-Li on his side just to like if somebody wants to know the matchup or learn the matchup or something.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah. Alright, cool. I
I
just
look
wanted to know.
cute, boy. Nah.
Everybody find Yuri and get extra no, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And he
Once
get
just name me
buffs.
out.
He get one set of
Yeah.
buffs.
That character is always solid in season one. I just don't understand all the
That
buffs.
Yeah.
that is the
Uh,
same problem Ryan brought up because it takes so long to bring Yuri in. Like people don't know if he's good or not, and Kakam just buff him because
Yeah.
people just complain, and
Yeah, yeah.
he was already good, and it just make him better.
yeah.
I'm on real ridiculous way.
But
Like
it looks for you, Yan, boy.
Buki,
You got it,
what
boy.
about Vega, boy? I see Vega fin
Ve-
up a
Ve-
man, boy.
Vega, Vega get buff. Vega get buff, right? The things that Vega couldn't do before that was imagining, they could do now. So Vega get around nice buff. You just had to rearrange the way you do your combos and you set up something. But Vega was he just more solid now with the ground game and like I say, he ran them no ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So this is basically that he get a nice little crush counter with the down face no claw and that have real potential for immunities and everything now. So
Oh, that
how they
character
say with
that's crush
Akuma?
counter now?
Yeah,
Okay.
down heavy punches, no claw is crush counter now into plenty options. So just
Alright.
like Akuma, you don't wake up pressing buttons with Vega again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be nasty. Oh gosh.
anybody have any other characters they want to talk about? Any feelings to vent?
No,
Akuma is
I would
shit.
just keep coming to myself right now.
Akuma is not.
I
I
still
don't
think
rate
it's
Akuma
that
too
is
early
Akuma.
to.
Akuma is a pocket character now, Calder.
Um, I decided not to go with two shooters, so chose Kami
Okay, alright.
as okay. Yeah.
Jury.
Yeah, Jury get buff? Should he get buff?
Yeah.
Jury get Jury get real buff. Jury is my pocket character. I'm playing a little more Jury this year.
Alright.
Is she playable
Vega,
now?
Vega.
Men sleeping
Yes,
on
yes.
like she men sleeping on she, boy.
Yeah,
You see she
yeah.
on
I try with Ibuki and she have some nice. It's still a little hard for her to get in, but she locked down game real nice right now, especially against Shotos. People like Laura, who I find is like Iron Wall now with that lightning attack. But Jury has some real nice things right now. She V skill get buff where you can charge it faster and stock it. And she have like she anti-airs get better like the down fierce, the standing heavy kick. It have options to leave them in juggle state and it real nice. But you had a play, she had a gain state, boy. It's plenty work. And now
like
done a whole I just practice with she combos there.
like every other character in the game. But anyway,
Rashid, let me hear about your secondary.
my secondary is okay. So
This is
this
brush.
season two, I playing Rashid as my
Uh-huh.
secondary character. So yeah.
What?
Now I mean I
You
don't
playing
I
Rashi with the headband and
I
Rashi with the turban.
yeah.
Alright, alright.
Now I
Ryan,
don't
one quick
wanna touch.
question. Have you ever tried playing any other characters besides Rashid?
Yeah, but I was trying to play Akuma, but I just do like I don't
How it
like his
work
style
out?
and how to play him. No, I could play him, but I don't think to invest that amount of work into Akuma to get
Alright.
like how I find real tech hunting with Rashid and I know different specific stuff
I understand
for
fully how
character,
you
but
feel, sir.
I don't want to go and go through all that with Akuma. Even though I'd really like Akuma, but I can't play that lion looking head thing and you know I just buy the costume because I know if we gonna throw some tournaments, men go play that one us. But
Yeah.
I don't really like how they build him and the real change of the moves, you know. Cause I
Yeah,
used to play him in Third Strike and all them other Street Fighters and I just do like his build right now in this one. So
Yeah, he like Oni, he like I find he like Oni, magic disappearing and
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
nice
like
chipping us. I ain't
yeah,
he's
making no
like Oni
sense.
from SFO.
And
yeah, he like
the
Oni.
only time I get to really play Akuma is when he in V trigger. So I see it from the perspective that I had to build up a whole bar in order to play Akuma like the way I would like to play Akuma now.
You
And I just
lose half your bar, I mean.
No. For me to go and do my air waters and thing, I had to go and build up bar, and I just choose not to be part of that. So I will leave the character right there.
Yeah.
That's me. I don't like him. So
Akuma just underexplored right now. Give it a
no,
couple
that
months.
too. Yeah.
I think just give Taquito and sometime and see the real side of Akuma.
No, you don't seen him already, but I still wouldn't play him. I do
Yeah,
like
I understand where you're
like
coming from, Ryan. It's just not enjoying him.
yeah. I'll play him when if I playing somebody first to fives on our rinse and I'm mounted Rashid, I'll go play him just to level. But other than that,
Note to
I
self.
fit Rashid, yeah.
Panda, you hear that?
Panda quiet though. Panda
Oh,
run.
good.
So, Panda, he going again.
Yo,
Oh, you ain't want to say nothing again? You have some things here to finish off.
why see when they take charge?
No, well, we had to take shot because we didn't know your drop. I didn't know you drop, and then I had a idea back. I had it back twice.
My,
So where you want to
Well,
start from? Right now, Keegan want to know about this ENI paying to lose
money.
and more. So we need to know a little more details about this.
yeah, well.
I asking. I mean, I can explain nothing. I want to know.
I feel like a
Oh,
private
nah.
team matter. We had to see about it.
We're going on.
now basically, sometimes people will be taunting me and Keegan, because you'll be playing so much money matches, and a lot of the time when you play money matches, we lose.
Oh well,
So, yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it.
right.
So I don't want to say,
So
yeah,
since that was not important in any way or form, I am
Keegan will
publicly
play me some
challenging
money
Fraud
matches,
Squad to a 2v2 for money. Me
Oh,
and Panda
Huh?
versus
Okay.
Imran
Uh-huh.
and Calden.
I shall not mind
I want
my
opportunities like
football.
that.
Online or offline?
Back one,
Offline?
do
What do you mean?
Huh?
The next bookie
I read
sweat?
offline.
I can't go booking, but that'll be on a Saturday. I can't go there.
Was he was he
I go
staying?
to
I'm
my
going
football
late
zero
this
to
weekend now.
So if only come the community sweat on a Sunday, because community better be on Sunday now. So yeah, anything on a Sunday.
wait now, as I said, community sweat. That's supposed to be very soon, right? At the end of this month, I think.
Yeah, we have to organize that.
All right, well,
That's not. We had to plug in bookie so when
bookie sweat.
Well, the first one, the 21st, but there's the 20th, the 21st are doing a free sweat. Everybody come down and play. Just playing and drinking and drunken fest style. Just come down and play on the 21st.
All right.
alright, so
But the same level when I'm doing the banner this week here, the post up, but this one is just to come down and play. Bring something to drink, bring something to eat if you want, and be playing until I have no lock off time. It's starting from about 12:30. And we going
That's
until
all.
man and cramp. Sweat.
What day that
Fighter,
Saturday?
That's Saturday. Yeah,
Yes,
Saturday.
It's a Saturday, dog.
I can't make.
Saturday. It's a Saturday. It might reach into Sunday, but it's a Saturday.
All right.
Now, but that's mainly, there's a tell people two things. Anybody can get it. Money match, I taking or giving him money. Because that's what I was doing. I just enjoy a money match. I just feel it in my soul. I want to play a money match. At the end of it, if I win, I'll win something. If I lose, I'll go in the lab and trade.
What make you want to fight me, right? I just asking. I know. I really want to know. I just want to know how come.
Because last time I was in Abbey, I was playing here. And right on I feel I was catching the vibes. You're going. So I got to leave a little salty.
Okay.
Panda.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear about something called gambling addiction.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Just accent.
Just, when I got gambling, what kind of thousands and things, small thing. Once in a while I might throw a big thing, but
Alright.
man, I like to play with
Panda, I don't think I ever play in Spider 5. I get take your money match, dog.
Hey, vote me,
I
boy.
feel okay. Last week you get one touch, and they told you the same day.
Oh.
And I'll play my hand behind my back.
Next
You
thing
got a chance to win.
Hey.
Yeah, come in this one, and I'll play with my hand behind my back.
Alright,
Just to get you a chance.
I'm there.
Yeah, well, let's say what's the
Serious,
stake
serious.
against ANI and First Squad? What's the stakes?
We playing for money, dog. 200
Right.
ahead.
200 ahead.
200
And I
ahead.
will
200 ahead.
post it now, make it
That sound,
official. You know,
that
we
sound
do.
good.
Yeah, you
I
That
got
mean,
sound good. That sound good.
yes. But
Yeah, but
But
on
the two
that,
players I called is the two players need to represent for Fraud Squad. That's the terms.
I,
Nah,
do,
you
no
I
can't
don't
lose
think
the
problem.
two players.
I don't think Kerr
You
will,
can't
will
lose
let
the
that
two
pass.
players.
All right.
Kerr won't let that
Nice.
Feel like
That
eating
is very
pizza that day,
exciting.
you know.
pass.
Panda,
So,
you there, right?
Panda?
yeah, hello.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
hello.
Keegan
Yeah,
asking a
that's
question.
right.
Yeah, of course.
All right, nice, beautiful.
Community sweat.
Right, well, community
Where
said
Money
we
match.
community
Hey,
said we
where
go do it.
anyway, when we finish talking, remember, I have a question. I wanted to find out something.
Go ahead now, go ahead now, one them.
No, how come the big two come on here and podcast tonight?
Well, I'm not saying that, but I was Jones, though.
No, the way the face talks was going, it sounded serious now. So I was expecting to see a big two of them. So that's
Nah,
just yeah.
he's Hyperman.
Huh?
Hyperman never serious though. Hyperman never serious. It's always shit talk. It's always the
Yeah.
aggravate and joke
That
here.
man real
Yeah.
out of
Straight.
time, man. There's
Wait,
always
wait, wait. Since we're on the topic, though.
like
Good, you feel like you beat that man hyper or not? Real talk.
I haven't played hyper in years, boy. It really is. So
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
how old Hyper is? Hyper is almost over 20 something years?
Hyper probably
Hyper
older
is
than me was.
really
Real,
old.
real, real, real.
Hyper,
Oh,
I mean
Really
better
is.
there. Hyper
Hyper
older
is,
than me.
Hyper is 1993,
yeah, between
1990
90,
wrong there.
yeah, between 93, 92, 93 somewhere
Yeah,
around
him
there.
time travel back
Yeah,
to 90.
Yeah,
yeah,
and you
I
have
was
time
in
for that shit.
school playing Hyper.
yeah.
When I
Hyper
finished school
older
in
than me.
primary school in 93, so I getting cloud since then.
Street Fighter 5, and you want to play hyper? Dog, you are
So what I'm
not.
saying is, men who playing hyper, trying to go back to the glory days, that shit game.
Oh god.
'Cause
Yes,
I
it is.
I ain't saying
No,
that.
not,
I
not
saying
shit. Not shit. I just still play hyper. I mean, I
I
just
just
still
still
play
play
hyper,
hyper.
but
Yeah,
I mean, oh god,
Cause,
I play hyper and trying to crush people and focus cancel. I'm telling you,
yeah,
it's bad.
yeah.
I
it's in
take
your
a
blood.
man and I trying to grab a man and I press in jab and I said, but wait, no, he's not grabbing his face, boy. You know what I mean? It's
I check
Jones,
check
but I
check
ain't. I mean,
in
oh,
hyper.
oh god.
Nah, we don't need to have that kind of conversation going on in the FGC right now with that old school. I mean, old school talk. If you have, look, we call a tournament. We talk about a tournament, men talking about the type of speed and all kind of shit. This other talk. Us, we don't
Now,
need
well,
to.
No,
hyper the box. Yeah, they go and rent a box to give men hyper fight. They don't want to play off no fight key. They want the box.
Us, we for the for game on, we had Miguel bring a arcade, a original arcade Street Fighter.
Rob, that's what I want to talk about.
Ah,
A man go and bring the whole box because his man say they're going to come out to play hyper.
yeah.
And how much men
Yeah.
come out to play hyper?
No, but us is that about?
And none of them
It have nobody come
3 or
out.
4
I
man.
say about three. Is that about three or four fellas was there?
All old school men.
No,
So
With
all
well,
you
tongue
seeing them fellas is
Nah.
just
used
punk,
to
yeah.
get on.
they never come out.
When I'm
They say from home and here that the machine was slow and here it had a lot of problems and here it was
Yeah.
lagging and all kind of shit. So
Talk.
you know the problem man is because when a man make the effort to bring a whole machine for men to come and play.
and they never come and
Yeah.
try it out for themselves. So
Whole set up- almost nobody come out to play the game.
alright, so why we talk
And
about it?
I'll
I know
say it
the-
again.
School players.
Hyperman will always go. The jab wasn't working. The down back sticking. It don't matter where you go. Hyperman will always complain.
Yeah.
It don't make a difference. Hyperman love to complain.
I could bring a arcade machine from Japan and men will still complain.
They will still complain. Hyperman will always complain. Something always wrong.
Yeah. I should.
Always wrong. It don't make a difference until I still playing hyper in arcades.
Alright, I
I
have
just go
one
back-
little thing to
Uh-huh.
see, right?
Hello.
Yeah, Panda.
I feel like I was my here must straight through, boy.
Nah, like we are breaking or you're lost in connection or something. Anyway, our little debate going on the FGC group now between the areas who have the most titles. Let me hear from some of you all here. Cause it
Whoever
have a
side
few.
full man known as is he side with the most titles?
I disagree with that. I disagree.
How that is a debate?
I disagree with that. Keegan. Because I think
Who's speaking? Who's this? Who's this?
Gruff
Identify
speaking.
yourself.
Gruff speaking. I telling you, I disagree with you because here what happening. I think South have more titles than East.
Yeah.
At present, yes.
I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not telling you. I'm not saying that because
At
I'm
present,
declining or
yes.
whatever. How you want to call it? I telling you, South have more. But Ushman could have all the titles for Tekken. We ain't talking about Street Fighter alone, you know, and Mortal Kombat. You
I know he has everything the
we
man
talking about
say.
everything here.
It's everything.
Panda dominate Mortal Kombat.
Dominate
Then
Mortal
Ansar.
Food, yeah, practical.
Then Alves, right? Hear the joke now.
Yeah.
Marcus dominate Injustice for the whole period that it was out.
What do we
Yeah.
say about the dominate Injustice?
Nah, he
I
ain't
Panda.
dominated.
If you was
He went titles, but he ain't
Horse,
dominated.
how much?
Yeah.
Panda, let me ask you a question. How much
From Panda.
Injustice titles you have?
Marcus, Panda saying you never in dominated. Hello?
Yeah.
Real talk.
Panda,
Real talk.
Panda,
Man,
I want
Freak us on the line.
One more fear. Daddy. I was a daddy. No, that's well. Try that. I was taking a tournament from me. I said I feel sick. I got salty.
Hey.
This game shitty boy, and I beat him, man. I thought he said it.
So
Get this all check
wait,
out.
which side? He reach yet?
No,
I want
no,
to
but here,
hear.
real
Alright,
talk.
Go ahead.
Real talk. Marcus can say what he wants, whoever can say what they want.
Alright.
I never come less than second in the Injustice tournament.
I
I have more first place wins than Marcus in Injustice.
Okay.
Right?
So anybody can say what they want.
So, but just the other day he was complaining about.
But you're from South, and that is what the man's saying.
Yeah,
You're from South. South
He's
you
a
want the
Southern
title.
Forget.
I just want to defend myself as Injustice King, though. You
Nah,
can't be saying
you can't be
Marcus.
Injustice King and you don't have the trophy for the Injustice King. Marcus, I telling you, Marcus have more titles than you in Injustice than anything else.
Nah, that's right.
They fight on that stupid game, boy.
So you should
I was
know, boy.
Both tell the most wins, boy.
Alright,
Yeah.
but anyway,
South.
but down to the
South.
main thing, South. Right now, in my opinion, I think South have the most titles.
No, well, I just want to say that is true turnouts there, because the men from South always attending everything to it. Because of that fact that the South men will have titles.
It doesn't change the fact they have more titles though. Like
Yeah.
the fact
But
that
that's what I'm saying.
I tell you the thing, most of the tournaments doesn't be in South. What's all the excuse?
What was that one, right?
I don't defend my East, man, right? We had Marvel, right? We had
Yes,
Che
Marvel
and-
is yours.
We had before Carl started to come out in tournaments, it was Sebastian and David, right?
Yeah, Sebastian was on Boston.
But
Carl wasn't out of tournaments. Carl came out of tournaments like the last 2 to 3 years ago.
No.
And
Carl had the highest. You have the highest right now. You only have
Yep.
one. You have one second place, and you have 5 first place for Tekken.
by far, Carl had someone to win.
Like tournaments, eh? Like different
But
tournaments.
I remember before Carl, Sebastian used to dominate, right?
Who is that a minute?
Sebastian used to dominate. the
Yeah,
Tekken.
he had some titles for the West Side.
Alright, and we for Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 4, for the later half of Street Fighter 4, it was mainly Che, right?
Right. Well,
Share
yeah.
Machu.
Alright.
Che,
Yeah, Che and Machu. Yeah, Machu was normally coming in second and third place, but Che had dominated the later half of Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5.
Well, the later he dominated until the later half of Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 4 year, and then Matthew come and take over. Come Matthew,
Matthew come
I
and
think
take
Matthew win
over.
the last. I think Matthew win the last either
Last
three tournaments.
2 or 3 tournaments.
Yeah, I think.
Alright. So in Soul Defense, before alright, it was Shepard first. He started dominating the scene, right? Then Marcus
Then
started. No, it was Marcus. Marcus started dominated for a good 2 years.
Remember Pi win 1 too, right? I remember for
Yeah.
the second.
Yeah, Pi win also, right? So the West have titles on their hands, right? But I don't think it's as much as the East and the South. But honestly, I think as the South have more titles than over like the last 5
Yeah,
years.
the South are more.
Yeah.
I think all even forgetting Smash Brothers, you know. Or that's not fighting.
Oh
game.
yeah, Smash Brothers.
That
Yes,
game,
Smash
right?
Brothers.
Yeah.
What,
Okay.
that is what
But
are you East Side, right?
That's East and West.
Yeah. All right.
Nobody from South.
Well,
Yeah.
that was just my opinion. I mean I only don't want to take what I saying, but that is how I feel. I feel South have more titles than the East, so I will say that. But if anybody wanna disagree to it, if they could, I have no problem with it. Panda, you could say you want that, and I know you was a my boy. You was good in Injustice, real good. But Marcus have more titles than you. I think I will go back and check RB and him on it.
Go back and check that.
Yeah,
I
I'll
put
go back and
money on
I'll go back and check it. Yeah,
I put money on that
you
because
was always in the top three. You was always in the top three.
I was always in the top 2.
Well, all right, okay, good. All right, okay. You see, but
Never come less than second.
well, all right. I ain't disputing you, but
I'm gonna beat you just now, boy.
Yeah, no. I have no
Boss.
pride enough.
But we say West is smash. West is for smash, yeah, which is true. West is for smash. But the mortal was Panda, and then it switched from Panda to I think it was Fumin, yeah. Cause or Fumin take I think Fumin take it in the later take
You
over.
talking
in
about Mortal 9?
Mortal, not Mortal 9. It's Mortal 9. Yeah, Mortal 9.
Panda
No,
never used to
Mortal
take up
9.
in Mortal 9.
In Mortal 9, I ever win one, boy.
No, I don't think
No.
so. No. I don't think so.
No.
And I come second a bunch of times.
Top 2 Injustice is nothing. That is a Fumin saying on the chat here.
That was Lance.
Oh, yes.
Invincible TT.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, boy! Lance
That was
Lance have plenty titles in Mortal 9. Wait.
Lance are real titles.
Okay, wait. Okay. No, this could be a problem now. This is where East could take over now because Lance win almost all Mortal 9. You know.
So when you come
Not
to the
almost.
end,
Who?
There are a few he didn't even come through. But he didn't come, the tournaments.
From the Mortal 9.
yeah.
But that's Lance's problem. He didn't always come to the tournaments. He
Well-
probably come like in a total, for most 3/4 tournaments, maybe half.
Soul
He
Calibur.
wasn't always there.
Milo says Soul Calibur was East.
I don't find Soka, but you represented. Good
Kill
down
Instinct
here.
is East. Well, yeah. Well, Kill Instinct is Arion. Arion is he's
With
the king.
Arion
He's the
and
king
Fulton.
of that game. So I'll leave him as that. I'll leave it as that.
Instinct count? Is that real tournaments for that?
Yes, in Fight
You know
Club.
Bacchanal they had
Fight Club had a tournament.
with the cousins and the cousins from South and all our Bacchanal and so. Forget about the FGC beef.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I mean, how much people was in them tournament?
I think.
I mean, I just died on fast, man. That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah, because after season one, it didn't had no tournament for Kill Instinct again after that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if it you would be happy.
yeah, I would have been glad to see
Yeah,
people playing
playing
it.
KI now.
Yeah. I'd like to see.
I
people.
retired from that game, right?
So fraud.
Much change.
So in terms of like Kerr, you had to call Kerr for East because Kerr from East.
Yes.
So
yes.
Kerr had title. So
Yes. More
so
W's on this
I
side.
think the West Southgate put second place because it have a couple of them fellas and them well have wins on the East Century. Really thinking about it. So you see I was wrong.
But
But
it's like it's a hard debate though. It's not like clearly
I will-
somebody winning.
I will go and check RB and we will see from back when he taught about his tournaments and go right back from my first one when we used to play in the Max Cafe on the other side and all them different things from like 2009 and thing and we will see how much we could pull up. How you get? Read the chat from today. I never had a guilty gear tournament, but we know who's the king in that already, so we ain't go bother with that.
Who's the king in that?
Freaking
Kevon.
Kevon. Kaiser Ken, who beaten Kaiser Ken in that game?
Nobody touching Kevin in that game.
Kaiser, can you see Chinese man, huh?
Oh, God. The Chinese mix with
He a kind of mix up guy. He was always in tournament. He used to play Tekken and he played more Tekken and stuff. He used to play Street Fighter 4 too. I think it's Ibuki. I think it's Ibuki used to play. That was his character.
Yeah, see, he was good in Street Fighter 4, but he had a love for the anime games.
I see Kaiser Ken and Batusai play Guilty Gear. I didn't want to see that now, but
Nah,
that was too.
that brutal. That brutal next day.
That was like rip.
I
Because
don't-
Max had a laugh.
Yeah,
That-
I don't see him playing on the controller. What kind of thing, you know? He never that. I too much speed. But anyway, we are Boki Sweat coming up. When is Boki's sweater? Boki, plug it. Boki, you here?
It's supposed to be. He said the first one is on the 21st.
Yeah, let me. I'm pulling up the I'm pulling up the.
Call
Oh,
RB. Call RB.
Yes, the 21st, the 21st. That is a Saturday from 12 p.m. Go down the road.
all right. I'm not seeing RBR.
But getting back to the book you said,
Yeah.
I went to plug in Guilty Gears because I see a lot of some people are trying to get into it and saying
Yeah,
so
well,
are
Sherman from the SIS start playing it. Marcus start playing it. Matt start playing it. Um, I tried it in the earlies and then I might kettle of fish, but I have no problem in bringing other setups and playing other games too. So I try to incorporate that. And February month, I'm trying to start the Tekken 7, hopefully. But we're still maining Street Fighter,
um
mostly.
second 7 yeah release it as up. It's sticking on now, right?
I think
Yeah.
the day
They
that
had
was
it. In,
17
they
of
had
February,
it in.
I
Yeah, they
released
had
it,
it in
but
Steam. You know. Yeah.
They have it in Steam,
Second
but they
Oh,
haven't
they,
put
seven.
the date.
they haven't. Oh, okay, okay.
No, they had
You
it.
might you might hear it
Call it.
tonight,
Call it.
Mark.
Call it. Post it
Oh, okay.
in thing. They had like they licked the date by mistake and they probably take it off now.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
right,
Yeah,
right.
but I check back.
Expect to see Akuma there.
No. I used to play
yes,
Black
of course.
freaking cool. I had nonsense to do with my
I
character.
just play Nina. Nina, the baddest bitch in the world. Nina is the one.
I ain't seen RB.
So
RB.
we do it.
RB still come on now, Milo.
Yeah.
I ain't seen him on. Why I not seen him? Oh no, they had him now. I not seen him on my list. I don't know why.
You delete him and
Yeah,
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 way
yeah, yeah.
gruff,
you
right?
man boy and see like you haven't. Right?
I seen like I seen two of his name here, but none of them online. I seen his Riot and I seen the next one. I ain't seen him online.
Somebody beating the meat.
Wow. I ain't saying nothing.
So where you right?
When RB come out, he coming out for.
Well,
He have
He
company.
playing Overwatch.
you have people across by him, so
Probably.
he couldn't make it tonight.
Hey, she ducked me
Over,
Big
twice.
over.
What's up?
Overwatch line by chill.
I seen Che playing Overwatch.
Oh
She ducked
God.
me twice. Twice, you know, we chose to play some matches. She
Yeah,
ducked me,
I think yesterday you was telling me you were supposed to play some matches yesterday, but I think
I,
he
I
wasn't
think
feeling
he's
well,
sick.
also. Yeah, he wasn't
I
feeling
think he's
well.
sick.
He not sick anymore. Jay get better. Jay sick for like weeks now.
Nah, I think he's still coughing and shit. You know
Okay.
he's
If he can
sickness
play,
though.
yeah, what? If he can play Overwatch, he can play
Yeah, that
Overwatch.
was like I don't hear that excuse. Like if you
Yeah.
can play Overwatch, you can play Street Fighter. I wanna hear that.
Hey, but I trying to defend him, man.
Nah,
See, I call,
I defend
see, I
him, man.
calling
Man,
me
the
out
man
in the
had
podcast again.
Last thing I see Chase say was he don't play fighting games. He just wants to sit in the corner and play Overwatch. That's the last thing I see Chase.
Yeah.
All right, Foreman want to come on. Like you have a few things to say.
oh good
Oh
lord.
God.
Boy, that we talking about.
He's so
Start the party with that bang.
Aye. Aye.
Yeah, Ryan.
When you come in there,
He coming there,
so
so.
the man with you come in.
Foreman.
Oh yeah, I forget you
commanding
insult me.
football.
Listen, insult the RB. We go pull it to the call and finish off the podcast when you come on. Foreman, you here?
Yo,
All right, look here, fellas. The man himself.
am I dead?
Who is the king of Keegan tournament? Take the two titles
Without training.
without training. You say without training. I forget that part. Sorry.
Bad man do train.
So I see you had a lot of things to say in the chat, so we bring you on to here. We had to say you might have a few things to say.
Wait, where does it, where is it again, mate?
But yes.
Ryan.
No. You ever go up in here? After the example, chick now, boy. So I bet you like a car should be married. Put the chick up and get belts though. Show Sebastian, by
Man, Belgian like a shuffle, man. I'm big up our next shuffle, man.
Hey, call it shipping man.
Hey, boy.
I know that man had muscle like a big heroes. Don't talk about Sebastian.
I don't care care about his muscles. I care about his personality. But let's leave it at
Let me leave it at that. Let me leave it at that.
I don't know that. I don't know. Sebastian is my subliminal trainer for gym and shit like that.
Of course.
Subliminal?
Subliminal.
Hey, what gym is that, boy?
Yeah, man. God, his ass.
No, but like serious, but the hell.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, back to the FGC.
Yes, back to the FGC.
Right, that.
Go ahead. For when you know, you use the money at the table, you're the floor, you know.
I said it.
Alright, my table. Alright, every scene, right? Ryu's real shit, and number 1.
Right.
Street Fighter 5. Real shit, number 1. They have to admit, come on, let's be real here. That so good with that noise, way. Yeah, that DP nerf was very necessary, dog. Let's be real here. I mean, you could just beat the DP dog like a regular human being and punish a man, dog.
I
agree.
Let's be real for a moment here. Because one kind of had me angry also, not have me angry also, is that Street Fighter 5 compensated men for waking up with DP, and if you read it, you block it, and you crush counter in menos.
You still getting crush codes.
True. I agree.
Counter, dog, and you're losing like half your life.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
it's just
agree.
not worth doing that.
Exactly. So if a man dig out the uppercut, you have to tell this man, oh, so you have a real balls to hit me that was. And you have to respect that. If a man dig you out in Street Fighter 5 with an uppercut, wake up. This man have no respect for you. And at the end of the day, if you beat him, you punish him and you kill him. I mean, 2 crush counter from a DP when you block it. Like 7/8 of your life. So I don't know what Capcom mentality or philosophy was to freaking move that DP. That make no sense whatsoever. Like none. And that was my rant there.
Alright.
But so
I like the nerf.
you saw you saw the back hard kick buff, right? You get
The what?
back hard kick buff, right? You get.
Oh yeah. And honestly speaking, I don't see it that useful like how a DP was on Wake Up.
I know, but just acknowledge it, buff not like the
I
you get special
Yeah, that-
cancel it. No, it's a
That buff
5%.
was ridiculous.
I did. But it's still, honestly speaking, it still didn't compensate the DP though. But to be honest with you, Mark, FGC, honestly speaking, like if Capcom wants to nerf Ryu properly, whatever that was. Because
That's a general backfeed from someone.
Yeah, I Matthew.
Alright, go ahead, fam.
yeah, better? Yeah. Honestly speaking, if Capcom wanted to nerf Ryu, honestly speaking, I would be settled for this what I'm about to say. Yeah. Leave the invincible DP, and if you nerf it to like 5 points of damage, in other words, a scratch of a jab damage. If you leave the DP damage as a scratch of a jab, or the damage of a jab, I would not minus. That tell you how much Ryu need that DP is. Because in this game,
How much you need it?
Huh?
Yeah.
How much you need it?
But I also need it. But the character itself, it need it because let's be real, in this game you cannot zone. Ryu Fireball is pretty much useless in this game. This game does not compensate zoners. If you're a zoner and you're trying to zone, you will die. Most characters, probably 99% or 95% of characters.
It's only really Guile that really is zoning in the game. And Guile not really zoning all that for.
Well, what's that?
I say the only really zoning in the game is Guile, and Guile not really zoning that much compared to 4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you'll be punished if he's zoning this game. A lot. Right? What else did Ryu? Yeah, well, that's basically it. They should leave the DP and nerf the damage to like a jab if you want to do jab. If you want to nerf the man DPS, leave the invincibility. Oh, think about this FGC, right? Think about this. Moment when Dairis hit a man uppercut out and no way into superpowers, the Ryu. No, can't do that again. You can't do that again. Because you can't hit a man an EX uppercut and hit a man super after. You cannot do that again. Not possible.
That's the super alone.
Understand? No, but understand the philosophy, dog. They make the game real boring. Game was already, not to be honest there, the game wasn't that exciting. But now, since the nerf, the hype moments of the game was, they're just pretty much brain dead right now, dog, to be honest with you. I don't think the nerf the hype moments. To me, the add more combos so it could be more hype. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
For
I don't
real.
disagree with the BB and hype or not. That's just one character for me.
No,
Yeah,
like
that's
all, no,
No,
like
that's my
all.
character too. That's my character too.
Well, like Shoto's
Yeah.
only DP is not but like
Mark,
with
Chong Li get nerfed for GDP too. It's all DP characters.
no
What?
Chun is
So
still
they have a
normal
DP?
as Chun.
I mean,
Yeah, what?
The
But it's
EX
Captain-
the EX wake up was that EX wake up for him and it didn't
Stan
change.
like it. Chun Stan like it was a DP. That DP.
the one. Now, me, I'm thinking, Kami, I'm talking about. Kami, you cannot pick up the because of that.
Nah.
But
Neither.
yeah, I mean,
The Kali
thank
though.
God. Thank God because she was God in the season one. She and Chong Li was my top two.
Yeah, but
Nakali had
even
an
though what
invincible DP.
people who was
Yeah,
playing
the Kali
Chong, they
too.
was still playing Chong, Kami. Kami was most of the Kami players was still playing Rushdown when she had using more dart kicks than DP anyhow.
Mm.
They hardly used to use DP anyhow. With
True,
Kami,
the dive
it's
kicks
more
though.
footsies and Rushdown straight through with Kami. So,
Yeah.
like I said, it's just to learn the buffs, forget the nerves, and readjust your combos to suit.
No, what I think what really hit Ryu hard even more than ADP
Like
nerf
kick dog.
is
Like kick.
standing like kick. That
Yeah, that was
that was
a
unnecessary.
blunder.
That
That
was
was-
unnecessary.
Yeah, they didn't nerf that.
What they do to it?
They
Left
nerfed the
read.
range of these stand like
Range.
kicks.
The range,
Yeah,
because he used to come into everything when I standing like everything.
If it too far, Capcom find the shit.
That's another thing with Capcom also, right? Now, Ryu, the man of T-Rex arms us. Every of his T-Rex arms. So when the never like it, it's like the man just completely useless in the footsie range now.
Yeah, stubby normals.
Stubby dog. And then you know how dangerous it is to trap fireball in the face, as a footsie in this game. Because if a man jump in fireball, it's half your life.
That is
No, but
my
you see-
theory. That is my
In
theory.
my
Ryu.
opinion, though,
Fireball, eh? There's one
in my
level.
opinion, though, you can't react to a fireball and jump. That's me. Maybe I just crap. I can't react to a fireball
No,
point blank and jump.
that's the whole point of
No, you can't
throwing a
react to that
fireball.
point blank.
That's the whole point
Not a
of throwing a
point blank.
fireball.
Zari.
That's the
But
whole point of
Ryu's
throwing
fireballs-
fireballs.
Ryu Fireball got buffed, eh?
Yeah,
Because
so I mean,
of
if you
less
can't react
recovery.
to a fireball, if you can't react to the fireball, then it's just you make a bad read there, and it
You
can
can't
still do
react
it.
to the
that's
fireball at a
the-
But
certain
the
range.
I-
risk reward panda.
Yeah,
It
at a
can
certain range, you can't react to it. I agree with that.
the risk reward not as good as it was in the previous games. Like I think that's my theory
What- what is-
for why Daigo still
Yeah.
why Daigo
Yeah.
losing this game. Because he's still
Here my theory why they would nerf DP. People at Capcom get fed up at Ono saying after every day leaving work, or they say sure you can. So they say here we're gonna make a nerf DP and make him shut.
Well, they shouldn't say that
Every time
anymore.
we
They
even work
should
is
say
sure you can. He said, okay, people, we finish work. Say it with me, sure you can. This year we're gonna be with it. Nerf
And that's
DPs.
another thing too, though. No, you have the whole philosophy of beating a man to do a DP and punish him to kill him, though, right? But at the end of the day, people just talk like some people just fight for them. Chi, wait, Chi, you know here. Oh, shit. Chi is born Ryu is the best in the game. No way Ryu is the best in the game whatsoever, right? My humble opinion. Well, Chong Li, everybody Chong Li is God. Well, and my point I'm making, although Ryu was good, but he was no top, in my opinion. He might still be better with us. Because at the end of the day, the way how the nerf of the DP was, even if he still had it, he still wouldn't be top 10 in the game. Well, God in the game. So the nerf was an additional nerf to the character and the game itself. Everybody in the game beatable though.
It is.
Everybody.
It's not like to distract Chun Li dealing with dog. Is
Yeah, I can't really say anybody in the game is
Respect-
unbeatable. I don't know if it's just for something. I don't know.
You should guess wrong against Laura now. You know.
Oh, this.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Laura.
Trust me, you can't get roll on.
Yeah, Laura.
Well, they still
What?
have invincible DPs, and it's just a spin a bar. That is all. I don't understand. I don't
You
really
don't
play
have the
shooters.
bar, Ryan.
Right, you don't humble yourself, dog.
Anybody for invincibility,
So you
dog?
like,
Humble
you like,
yourself.
you
I have
get
a question.
buffed and you talk it down.
I have a question, right?
No,
Yeah,
I just agree with that. That is me. If Ole opinion anything, they telling Ole what I think. Ole still have invincible DP. That's how they spend meter now. Just like how every other character was doing.
But in film in defense, the reason why Ryu was like that, reason why other characters like that because they used to get compensated else how now. Like characters like Chun have better
command
footsteps.
grab, warp speed, all
Yeah.
them priority
that
and normal is compensated. No,
this
right, you still are the
DP
best fireball in the game, too.
this whole DP
Panda,
because
putting fireballs in this game is a risk. Yeah, a lot of the game a risk.
you understand this DP is
You still
because
can't jump the fireball reaction.
Matthew saying something, fellas. Matthew saying something, fellas.
now either saying this whole is DP. You think it's because men crying about it? And that's basically what it was about. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't think so, you know. Not many people cry about that. I never hear anybody cry about that.
This is
Nah.
this
Man
about
used
Trust
to
me,
cry
I
about
got
that.
we are on.
Down
This
to
is why
Ryan used to cry about that.
They used to cry about that.
and,
Fucking
He
wireless.
and,
cry about that.
and,
Trust me. Guys, players in
People,
season 1 used
people
to
crying
cry
about
about
it. Them crying about the Street Fighter 4.
that. Everybody else
this
crying
is what I
about
was,
that.
this is what I was saying earlier. Once I cry hard enough, they'll never make changes to the game. That's how Street Fighter is right now.
They need
That's
to
what
buff
I'm
Ken.
saying.
That's what they need to do.
Hey,
I
where's
mean,
Marvel, right? Where's Marvel?
if the game
Marvel!
was
Marvel!
Marvel.
Marvel!
When I come for PC, you know that Smash just like a substitute sometimes.
I don't care, I like Marvel.
But we yeah.
I really like Marvel.
Yeah.
All right.
That's basically it with Street Fighter Day. Nothing more to release.
Mm-hmm.
True.
All right, Panda, you there?
Wait. Ole go
Yeah.
and
Anything else you
Ole go
want to
and
say?
finish. Ole go and finish the show now.
Now,
Yeah, well, Panda, no, let's play Panda. If I didn't think to see and you go close off.
I have one more thing to say. Right?
Yeah, go ahead now, Mark. Go ahead on.
No, this Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. Sorry, my bad.
We
yeah, Gruff sleepy.
okay. Well, well, I would say me, Boki, and some of the fellas from the SIS group. We started a new Facebook page now for Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I know some men get add and they didn't join, but small thing, everybody up to do what they want now. But we it never had a Street Fighter group, so we make one now, so we could. I just wanted to get that out there now because we're gonna make it a real kind of good group, so men who in that group gonna be benefiting from it up to a point. So it just.
Oh, boy.
When they say benefit, what do you mean?
We're gonna do like well, we're trying to see how we could do like giveaways and thing, right? For example, just being on the page and like when you see stuff come out, you could be able to get something. For example, like the first thing I was gonna do is like make over the whole Street Fighter list now. Now take it bear in mind that is for the men who really serious about Street Fighter 5. I know it's the haters and thing, but it's our haters who still seriously playing, and it's the haters that really not playing.
Marcus.
Alright, I try not to call names, but alright. Right, so once so like I'm gonna make over like we'll make over a new like listing of all the men who does really be on the scene and play Street Fighter. Cause you know it's a men who just buy the game and don't play it, right? So once you tag there, you follow your instructions, you'll have like a giveaway, like random stuff now. So you'll in the future on the page I'm gonna be announcing when we gonna have the giveaways now. So it's gonna be thing like headset and
Oh, okay,
all that
that's
kind of thing.
that's
Yes.
a
But
that's a
Messi,
nice idea.
but men had a Messi is just not about the giveaways, but men had a post a tech and thing, and we could do like the best comeback video for the month and that kind of thing to keep the training scene up now because you know. As I read fed up, I just seeing men like how they say infiltration come and talk and all they like.
Yeah,
But I
understand where you come.
My
You just want to
opinion-
be strictly about the Street Fighter and progress and
in Trinidad. That is
Yeah.
me.
Yes, I agree with that.
I
I
watched
agree.
that infiltration video. Yes, the man make real sense, but he was real salty to it. Or they don't forget that, please.
Infiltration not salty. Infiltration is a top player. Why you
No,
being
but
I
salty?
know, but that is my opinion.
the
To me,
man looks salty though. The man gets
man
on
looks
him.
salty. You get 2-0 in a big time tournament and still get lick something. Yeah, well, I still that is my opinion.
Ryan, listen to this, right? At the end of the day, right? Some people have opinions on the game, Street Fighter Fight, right?
Yeah.
But I've always seen, and I've been saying it from day one. We can even put up records and me see it also. If you like the game, dog, if other men don't like the game, don't take them on. For example, me, for
Yeah,
example.
no, that thing, I don't take on men who don't like the game that them. I good with where I stand with this game.
I buy the game
I
or
like the game. That's why I try to promote the game and play the game and so the men who's play right one can and get all this salty so like go jump out
You
at
and so I
tournaments
mean,
to
what
prove
happened
that
just now?
to
What
prove
happened to
that
just now?
hey, relax
Let-
my kick. All that sourness is you laying out now. So anyway, yeah.
big man thing, dog. Big
That's
man
to
thing,
that's
dog.
to
Ryan,
make up
I'll go and
promote
take
the
a
Ryan,
tournament.
screenshot
Ryan,
to see your friend, you know. You see your friend, you know. I'm going.
Ryan,
But like I say,
Ryan,
that ain't about me. But
listen,
anyway, like
Ryan.
I was saying, right? That's all for you come out. That's to make all you come out now, cause what's the best way for a man to come and say, well, either my character get nerfed and I still win in tournaments? For me, I will see that. I
Say
know
when
how
I
to
go
win.
the fights.
Exactly. So both you and the men who really, to me, the always you need two men who really, the nerves really hit all your hard now. But if all you jump out the tournaments and thing, that is what men want to see. Men in Trinidad want to see that now. These men complain and they still beating we boy. You know what I mean? Now? So that is where I see it now. So
before they come out, plug in the name of the group itself, right?
I know push it in each other.
All right.
okay.
But Street
Don't
Fighter
say it
TT
though.
battle. Huh?
Continue.
Yeah, Street Fighter TT battle group. So if anybody interested, they set up one of the admins. I think the admins is like Pookie and the twins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Ryan,
that's what
everybody.
I just want to mention that now.
Mm.
Since they made the philosophy of the group, join them. So honestly
Sorry.
speaking, I thought it was just a random group. Just I'd get added to on Facebook, man.
Yeah. We supposed to have like an official launch and thing now, but we just adding it to pass 100 people first, and then we just say what it's about now. Because some people know, and I just see all your name pop up in my list, so I just add in now.
Okay.
So that is why I add you twice. 'Cause I know you. I started cry when you hear me say, "What the hell I doing here?" But-
Let's
that's
talk about
one
something.
thing.
Who going Evo this year?
Yeah, I go
I
in.
go.
Who going Evo this year? I know Ryan
So
going.
Yeah, I
so
go in.
Trump give me visa.
Once I
Huh?
graduate registration,
Yeah.
that is.
That is the goal now, boy. We want to go out there and try and represent now, boy.
Yeah, but you
So
but Bookie,
me and Naz is supposed to go
Yeah.
see you. Once I get
What's
the
that?
visa.
but but
Who said they want to go Iba represent it? How
Me.
about CEO? Let me talk about other tournaments soon. I mean,
I am saying
Evo.
Evo is a very huge step.
Right.
So are you thinking
Yeah.
to
Yeah, yeah.
No,
start off is start the normal majors?
I'm going to
no,
be
but
blatantly honest here. I'm going to be blatantly honest here. Now, if they want to go Evo, honestly speaking, based on our FGC locally here, I want to be blatant with it. We are not going to go Evo to even place top 16
Yeah, we ain't
or
ready.
top 3.
We're not
yeah, but
ready.
you see,
All right.
that is what you see. It's not about going
So
to place.
that
I
is
going
it.
to see what is he seeing and how it is be. Me and
Experience
Kate
you're going
experience.
for. You're going
Experience.
for experience.
However far reach
Experience.
is however far reach.
It's the
I
experience
Right.
of it.
Because
And how
I talk with real men who win tournaments and thing when they play online and men find you playing good, they just start a conversation with you and they just be like, well, yeah, we just go evil, but we don't really care to win. We just go for the lime. So I just really want to go and see what it is, you know. So if I reach far, I reach far. But whatever, I ain't going to like I ain't leave my job and I go and sit down and play Street Fighter every day to be evil worthy. You know, that is me. But I wanna go.
Yeah, for Evo, he went smash. Crumb, he smash player.
yeah.
I don't,
You went
I
for
don't think
this.
Crumb he was. Yeah, he wasn't gonna make no top 8 and top 60. He went for the experience. So he's an example. What you're talking about?
Yeah,
And
so
and also Crum has gotten better since he went Eva.
since you
When he
went
was,
and you went
Yes,
yeah,
and he had when
and
he
that
went
is the
Evo, he
goal.
placed third in his pools.
yeah. Oh, and I was told from the grapevine he's self-proclaimed the best Smash player in Trinidad.
And he
And
get
I'm
licks last
surprised.
time.
I'm,
yeah, but
And he
he
get
just
licks
dropped out.
last time.
God.
No,
Yeah.
I want to believe that is more or less we go, right? Because we had to be going somewhere with this thing, right?
Go ahead.
Wait,
I
wait,
hear nobody.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Bookie.
that's not my opinion. I think we should start with like tournaments like CEO, like
Majors, yeah,
because
regular majors, yes.
like the reason why I say that because CEO much cheaper now, right, in Florida and
Nah, I want
like
to go. I want to go Vegas.
let's say that was say if you want to experience Vegas, look, you can experience Vegas. I just stated my opinion.
I just want to mention something, and nobody never really mentioned it. The FGC group has approximately 479 members, and
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah,
really taking that.
No,
From
yeah,
no.
yeah.
since
I just see this thinking that.
from
No,
since last from since
it have
last year, it was
400, 400. How
Right?
much is it?
279.
79.
Yeah, but it only have about 100 to just be active.
Yeah. And that,
Exactly.
Yeah, so
that's what Capcom plan was, to bring out Street Fighter 5 menus. And they have been our purpose, isn't it? What? Street Fighter 5. That is what Capcom plan was, to bring out new players to see if they could do something in the game, and they'll play it and be active in the Street Fighter 5 community.
I
Because
was
I'm
talking
pretty
about the
Exactly.
sure.
So
FGC group.
thank,
So what
so we
wrong
have
with
to, so
that?
we have to thank Capcom for the growth
What I'm
in the
saying,
crew.
Yeah, so what wrong
what
with
I'm,
that,
what,
dog?
what I'm saying,
Yeah,
new players who join the FGC are most likely to be Street Fighter 5 players.
yeah. Oh, thanks Capcom.
No, thank you, Capcom.
Did
That's what I'm saying. That's what,
I
we
was
said no,
talking
no, a
I
review
was talking
letter?
about the group though. I was just talking about the group. But yeah.
why so many players join the FGC TT? Is majority, I'm pretty sure, is Street Fighter
No,
5 new.
They have a lot of Smash players that
is that
join
a
too,
bad
yes.
thing?
So they do, but
And
majority.
water.
Well, yeah.
So, man, is that bad?
I just
But
saying it's just as accomplishment for how much that we pay.
yeah, I
So
agree. I agree.
right. So
Yeah,
I
But
yeah.
feel
so is that a bad thing?
No. Why would it be a bad thing?
Okay, good. The attitude towards it make it sound like it was a bad thing. So that's not bad.
Well, I'm an aggressive guy, so sorry about that.
All right.
aggressive,
Call.
aggressive guy.
Call.
I think call
Yo,
in his Skype call.
Yeah,
what's up?
grand calling. My calling.
Call any release date come off came out as yet for Street Fighter 5? Not Street Fighter 5,
Tekken?
Tekken 7.
Second,
Nah, man, nothing official yet. A bunch of rumors floating around. Hell, even tonight they're saying it might release we might know the release date tonight. But yeah, just still waiting.
Alright. They have all in
So,
thing where
Carl, I have a question for you, right?
Yeah.
Now, let us say, all right, Akuma coming out with the game was one time, right? You know, no DLC.
No, not to at least not to my knowledge right now. No.
Namco do them not think what Capcom is doing, so I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
Right. So
nah,
my
I don't
question to you, Carl. So my question to you, Carl, right? Let us say one of the Street Fighter players just jump in Tekken and pick Akuma to the beat you, boy. What you gonna do, boy?
That's life. I mean, hopefully I'll come back and beat him after, but I'll
I
take
like
my
that.
L.
I like that
I like
attitude.
that attitude. I
yeah.
like that attitude. Nice.
I mean,
Right.
what else I gonna do?
Alright. Let's talk about the new Marvel.
No.
We have time. Let me end the podcast now. We're going long, guys.
Yeah, we on for 2 hours plus.
I'm serious.
I'm trying to. I like it for the podcast to be more, not end abruptly anymore.
Alright,
You know what I mean?
so Panda, you
So
can
we
close out
continue
then,
this
right?
maybe next Thursday, maybe next Sunday. So, anybody else have anything else to say?
Anybody?
I was gonna talk about the Tekken, but like on Game On, that happened.
Oh, yeah, we missed out that part.
Yes. You wanted that.
Yeah, we wanted that part here. Go ahead. We'll give it that. Go ahead, Call.
Alright, so I guess I want to talk about the tournaments just in general. This was like my first legit MFK tourney. It was real cool though. Like the vibe was good, the location was good, spacing was good. All that stuff was pretty cool. Like
Kitana
I wish.
was good.
Oh yeah, Kitano was good. Yeah, good looking out.
Panda.
The fact that what's that guy? Miguel bring his whole arcade. That's pretty sick in itself. You know what I mean? I wish I had like more time just to like play on the arcade stick and try and beat people. So yeah, all overall like the whole setup of the whole tournament was real cool. About the second tournament though, there's like a lot of new players. Like this late in the game lifespan, like I actually see new people coming out and playing. That's crazy to me. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It could be that. So some of those people was like Young Greedy Smurf, Blacks,
I've
Fender.
opened on that though. Because
Yeah.
a guy approached me talking about how he wants to be part of Enigma. I'm not sure if he talked to Keegan as well, because that's the guy he's supposed to talk to. But anyway, so but I just think it's more or less how the FGC itself growing, so it just bringing in new players. The more games come out, the more players come in, and players tend to diverge to other games. You know what I mean? Yep. So I think that's part of it.
Yeah,
And
but
second is just a good game. Kind of boring, but good.
but the FGC have any plans for this year, or is just men and admin and men just join and that is it? And
No, we want to have the community sort of game, and
anything else? That
I
is it? Just a community sweat thing, or they gonna
well,
send
we
me?
could. Well, you
I
have
just
the
asked.
FGC.
I just asked, because to
No,
me, all
you,
FGCs, when I was doing my research, all the FGCs and thing in the states is operate real different to we are. So
Well,
I
right,
was
well,
just asking.
yeah, it will operate different because in the states it didn't have no segregating, you know. It have all the MK, Mortals, Marvel, everything in one group, you know. That's how they had it. That's how they had it stuff.
All are we in one group too? So I still don't understand what I'm
No,
trying to
not
say.
all of we, not all of we in one group,
I
no.
want thing to say. I want thing to say. Just because people are admins doesn't mean we are the head of the FGC. That just
Yeah,
means
that's
we
correct.
Yes.
That's good. That's
yeah,
Yes, I
solid.
agree with that.
everybody more or less bears the same responsibility based on how much you want it to grow.
Okay, but all right. I just think as an admin, like I see Mark posting stuff. You don't really post anything, but that's just how I just see it.
Again, he
I just
just
see like Gruff and all is just posting. I don't really see she do anything. It's called this through hand. I just don't know how I see it now. So I just don't like what is he.
Basically, I think what Ryan is saying that you want to see more activity. Like for an example, the FGC running
Yeah,
at home.
because for me, right, for
I
any
think I
other
just be the
any
most
Yes,
active because
any
I'm
any
just
other
not asking
any
me.
tournaments, and to me anything that tournaments and thing that true, right, you got what at least I think any admin is the men who form the page and hold any mantle since how long it around now?
5 years, 4 years.
yeah, when I,
Four
it
years.
could be about 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, so like when it had tournaments and thing, you're supposed to be on top of that to make sure it kind of out there for men to see and thing now. But I don't really see that now. It's only has certain times, certain things be up now. So
Yeah, what right? I go and do something now. Pay attention to your Facebook. See what's going on, right?
it's not matter doing thing now. But
No, don't worry. You see how easy it is to be admin. What's thing here, open? No, I just want to make him admin on the pages. You can it's
no,
just
I don't want to be an admin on the page. I done in our next group already, and you should fight our group because I like should fight. I mean, I like all them other games.
what I just said. Being an admin on the page is just mean you're taking care of the page. That doesn't mean you bear responsibility for
But
the
but
community itself growing.
but I can understand. I agree upon that, but I can understand where Ryan coming from. We just want to see more activity in the group. That's all.
But Mark, but the
That,
FGC active for the past 2 years now. You know much.
If anything Gruff asks me to do, I will go on the group and keep shit active. When
and
you
one
have
thing,
tournaments to pin, I will.
never see my combo video. Can't say.
But
Nah,
I
man.
hear understand what I'm
You
on
break
this
up the
say.
Sunday. You break up the Sunday throwing.
me,
Hey,
Oh,
like partner.
I make a little combo video and thing. Active. Hello?
Yeah, you posted on what group the FGC?
Yeah, I post everything on FGC group. Yeah. I will share the video, nothing too spectacular. I try to do my little judge thing.
I'm going off course with one comment here. I would like to say something about Tekken, right? Shout out to David for finally beating Shavana.
Oh man, he's trying to get to that, but all right. Cool.
I
You
thought you
tell
were
me
done. Sorry.
Yeah, I had to. I wanted to really mention that because, like, he finally like vanquished his little demon. Finally.
Oh
You
god.
think so?
Nah, but
Literally,
Truth,
I,
man.
I,
4-5-2.
I really glad he win because he would have never hit the enemy with that.
Yeah.
So I kind of glad that he come out on top. He was real happy to get his second place. So big up the big up on the scene should be big up.
Yeah, he had to pull out a counter pick, I guess, to kind of like, I don't know, confuse you or something, but it worked.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can't knock it. I can't knock it.
Cool.
All right, Panda is
Right,
all yours.
fellas. I think we're rambling, so it was nice. Until next, we'll either be on next Thursday or next Sunday.
Yeah,
Cool.
I go advertise it. I go pay it out for them fellas. All right, fellas.
All right, fellas.
Thanks for
All right,
passing
guys.
through everybody.
Nice
RB,
happening. Yeah.
Mr. RB here.
Good.
You ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Matthew.
I've been here a few longer, sir.
Oh yeah,
You are intro now, outro.
yeah, I ain't saying.
We have a fundraiser.
RB get quiet, yes.
What?
Hey, end the podcast, man.
All right, fellas.
Yeah,
We close it off. We close
what
it off.
Ole say, Ole doing thing, make sure and do it. That is a small thing.
Good.
All right, we go link up.
Yeah, fellas.
Yeah, everybody later.
All right, guys.
Good night, fellas. One beat of the meat now.
Peace.